Daryl, congratulations on the win. What was your take on today's performance?
Oh, we're never at our best. We're just talking there in the changing rooms just about how we've been as we've come out of Wembley, really, and up and down performances. I thought today was very similar. We started great, we get 6-0 up, and then we allow Batley into the game. I think there's a few different reasons why that happened. We made a lot of errors, I thought, which was uncharacteristic with 53% completions at half time, which is unlike us and put us under pressure really. And Batley have got some pretty big players close to the line and caused us a bit of trouble. And I thought it took a lot of energy out of us. So yeah, half time had a bit of a chat about our standards really as much as anything. And whilst we were better in the second half, we were never really at our best. So yeah, a little bit disappointing, but we've won another game, haven't we? So it's all about winning. But ultimately, I feel like we're going to have to step up performance-wise. I'm sure the boys will for the next 3 games. Real challenges. We've got some games coming up that are going to test us, and against the best or 3 of the best teams in the comp. Bradford next week away, which we know that's going to be a tough game. We've already been there. We know what that's about. And then Toulouse away and Featherstone at home. So difficult games coming up, and we're not going to be playing like that and winning. That's for sure.
Yeah, I suppose from your perspective, when you're winning every week, it's the little details that you're looking for. So when you give away those penalties that lead to back the game a couple of tries before the break, what disappointed you most about the side's approach at that stage?
Oh, I think it was just, because I said this all the way through the year about respecting the game itself, not just your opposition, because I think that's obviously important. And we're perceived to be the best team at this level. I even thought the referee took the mickey a bit today. I just think some of the things that are given against the team that I'm like, it's obvious. Griff gets the ball knocked out of his hand close to try line on play 2. I think Kai gets pulled. He gets physically pulled down, and he gets done for an incorrect play ball. I just think there's some obvious things in there, but ultimately the things that are in our control, I don't think we did a great job with today. And we need to be better. Boys know that, and we're trying to manage a really, really long season here. We lost Liam Wood in warm-up today. Harvey Smith had been ill, rang me this morning, wasn't going to play today. I said, well, look, just see how you are. Came in and then ends up playing vast majority of the game. So that's the last 2 games we've lost. We lost Mason Leno before our last game, and then last game at home, and then we lose Uddy here without us having Jacob Doyle as well. Then it put us under real pressure. So at the moment, we've got a lot of injuries. We are creaking. Renew for Tony, Josh Bowden missing today. So all our starting, front 3 were missing today, which. You could see that a little bit. I thought, Kai coming back in and playing his first game after a few weeks out, and Bainey having his first start. Then, it's a few changes in there. But I just said, look, it's next man in when this kind of situations happen. Not ideal. Comes ahead of probably our toughest fixture run for a fair while, but it is what it is, and we just got to crack on.
So how big is that for you then, considering those injuries you have? The nature of the performance today, but you're still finding ways to win matches.
Yeah, I think half time. I thought we're under pressure there. We've played really poorly, made a lot of errors, and then we go behind just before half time. It was more about just finding our intent and finding our game and finding some. Everybody talks about completions, and they are super important. You have to be finishing your sets and kicking the ball. So what we were doing in the first half is turning the ball over on the halfway line, and you always finish on your own line then. That's just the way the game is. And that happened to us way too much in the first half. We turned that around a little bit, but then we started to do it again. And then you get that unbelievable breakaway try from Ollie Pratt, who I thought was probably our best player today. And that sort of turned the game a little bit. We started getting after their middle unit a bit, which I don't think we did well in the first half, and we got a foothold in the game, which then was a little bit too much for Batley.
What was the issue with Liam Hood, by the way? Why did he have?
So he pulled up with his calf in warm up. Looked all right. Trained yesterday. No problems all week, and then he pulls out of the warm up. Probably, there's probably, if we'd have lost Gailey, that'd have been more problematic. So, with two halfbacks on the sideline at the moment, injured. But the next one would be Uddy. With Harvey being ill and having no Jacob Doyle, then pivotal positions at the moment are causing us a lot of trouble.
And word on Batley as well. How tough did they make it for you today?
Yeah, I thought they made it really difficult for us away from home, and we pulled away in the second half. And then they have done again. I think we made it pretty tough on ourselves, but they took advantage of that. And they're well coached, they work hard. They've got some big boys there who'll cause you a lot of trouble. Different offloads, Kabula's little passing game caused us a little bit of trouble. They were good. I thought they were really good. Put us under some pressure, and luckily we were good enough to come out the other side. But I thought they played well today.
This is finally first appearance of the season then for Isaac Shaw. How pleased are you to see him back again?
Yeah, well, it's been a bit of a waiting game for Isaac. So he's been playing reserve games, and he's obviously out there in training. Missed a lot of pre-season, pretty much all pre-season. So it's been hard for him, to get back to a level. I thought he was pretty good today. He was nervous, and I just wanted him to do the simple things well. I spoke to him about the minutes he would get, and I thought he did pretty well for us.